2015. That is the year former President Barack Obama signed the infamous Iran nuclear deal, otherwise known as the JCPOA. Since then, President Trump has been left to pick up the pieces. I'm Bailee Byers, and you're watching this week's edition and the second episode of Promises Made, Promises Kept. President Trump has fulfilled yet another campaign promise, pulling the U.S. from the one-sided Iran deal as he continues to rebuild American hegemony and credibility within the international arena.
The Iran deal is defective at its core. If we do nothing, we know exactly what will happen. In just a short period of time, the world's leading state sponsor of terror will be on the cusp of acquiring the world's most dangerous weapon. At the heart of the Iran deal is a giant fiction that a murderous regime desired only a peaceful nuclear energy program.
Now, let's break the deal down and see exactly why it was categorized as one negotiated on a shaky foundation. The Iran nuclear accord eliminated 98% of the enriched uranium stockpile and 2/3 of its enriching technology, and in exchange the Iranians were awarded with $150 billion for their sanction-starved economy. Although it did roll back the nuclear timetable, the deal was not comprehensive. The accord did not prohibit testing or acknowledge Iran's troubling behavior in the form of regional proxies across the Middle East. There was also no way to completely verify Iran was even abiding by the deal's stipulations.
Therefore, I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal. We will not allow a regime that chants death to America to gain access to the most deadly weapons on earth. The United States no longer makes empty threats. When I make promises, I keep them.
Although Iran was subject to inspections by the International Atomic Energy Agency, the Islamic Republic is a sovereign nation, so inspections can only be so intrusive. And even when the IAEA was doing inspections, they had to be conducted in a timely manner because centrifuges have the ability to produce nuclear material very quickly. Another reason there could be speculation surrounding Iran's nuclear ambitions is because it only has 4 small reactors. Experts have made it clear the Islamic Republic's previously substantial enrichment program is more reflective of a military motive than commercial agenda. President Trump's decision to withdraw sets the precedent that Iranian aggression will not be tolerated in the region or abroad. It also sets the clear objective the United States stands with Israel, as the Islamic Republic continues its hostile behavior toward the Jewish state. Back in 2015, Texas Senator Ted Cruz and President Trump held a rally acknowledging just how truly heinous the deal was. President Trump highlighted threats made, which are routinely made by the head of the Islamic Republic.
He said, Israel will not exist in 25 years. Think of that. He just said this. He also said very strongly, very strongly, that this is the end of our dealings with the United States. We want nothing more to do with them. We're not going to do anything right here.
But how did we get here? Let's take a look at the background and see how U.S.-Iranian ties have evolved over time and how the dynamics have shaped the context of the failed accord. The United States has had a very polarized relationship with Iran over the last few decades. Ultimately, the seismic shift can be seen through the Iranian Revolution, which took place back in 1979. Prior to the Iranian Revolution, the U.S. sold Iran military planes such as the F-14 and even custom-designed destroyers for the Western-backed Shah. We even okayed the Islamic Republic's decision to buy 20 nuclear reactors from Germany during the 1970s. After the Shah was overthrown in 1979, everything changed. Between American hostages being taken and a Beirut bombing which left U.S. Marines dead, American-Iranian ties were virtually non-existent. And this was only the beginning. During the 1980s, relations deteriorated further when the U.S. mistakenly shot down an Iranian airliner amid recovery efforts from the Iran-Iraq War. The relationship between the nations hasn't changed much since. When President Trump pulled the U.S. from the nuclear accord, he not only fulfilled a promise which has reinstated American hegemony across the globe, but he continues to validate the fact he truly works for solely the American people and our best interests abroad. Thanks for watching. Right Side Broadcasting runs on your donations and your support. If you're interested in donating, you can do that through the YouTube Super Chat at the bottom of your screen, PayPal, Patreon, or rsbnetwork.com/donate. To learn more about Promises Made and Promises Kept, check out www.promiseskept.com.